I've been running here pretty much every day during the lockdown, and at some point I saw those rocks and I said, oh, might do something with that with light painting. And tonight is going to happen. We're going to play with the rocks. Probably we'll go a little bit deeper. Look at those trees over there. It's going to create beautiful lines. So see you later with Andres right here. The P10gt is probably the flashlight that I use the most for light painting during the lockdown, but only in studio. It is bright, but my main interest about this one is that it gives me direct access to strobe and continuous mode from the same remote. These two examples have been made one after the other using this exact light on strobe and then on continuous. But for the rest of the video, we're going to mix the two modes within the same exposure. There is only one other flashlight model that I know of which also have that feature, but the light sticks to on after 2 seconds and my brain cannot handle that. This one is the P10gt and this is a newer model, the P10v2. As far as I'm concerned, these are exactly the same. They are both more or less 900 lumens depending on the type of battery you're using. I use a 18650. The brightness in the tube is equivalent and both lights have the same options. I use it mostly with the RSW2 pressure switch, which has 2 buttons, one for strobe and one for continuous.
Sure, yeah. So, can't see anything except sunglasses. Do you have another flashlight? Put that, like, because it's your backside, and the grip right here. And then I'm actually pinning this against here. And so what I'm doing is, like, I find one and the other, like with 2 fingers, like this. So I have one down and the other down. So I can just switch really easily. I just keep my hands, like, completely gripped on them. Can we do one?
And as opposed to much of the similar products, there's also a side button which can be used to keep the light turned on. Oh, there's also a big bonus on this one. The minimum brightness level is about 50 lumens and the flashlight has memory mode. That means that it is a suitable option to shoot with the Milky Way at night with a dim light and a pressure switch. To change the brightness, hold the top button, then cycle using the second one. Make sure you are on mode 3 to make this work. The modes can be changed by loosening up the tail cap, holding the strobe button and tightening it back. 3 pulses mean that you're on mode 3. On the negative side, the 2 buttons are very stiff and sometimes hard to feel in the dark. And last thing, that pressure switch is really not made for us light painters. It's been designed to fit on a gun with minimal manipulation. If you let it hang loose, you're going to break it at the junction where it attaches to the tail cap. So either hold it or use a provided tail cap when you're not using the pressure switch.